Now, we should say the charity Women's Aid has said that play fighting may not seem serious, but if you've been in an abusive relationship, it can seem frightening and even trigger memories of the abuse. Now, Vicky Howarth joins me now in the studio. She's from Blakely and has suffered in the past domestic abuse. Good morning, Vicky.
Good morning.
Can you just tell us a little bit about your story?
My story was that I met somebody and got into a whirlwind romance, and then I disappeared off the face of the earth for 2 years while I was locked up and getting beaten on a daily basis.
How does it make you feel to watch something like Celebrity Big Brother, where someone like Roxanne Pallett has said that she is the victim of domestic violence, when you talk about those 2 years so flippantly there, but were so horrendous, I imagine?
Yeah, absolutely. And to watch the whole incident unfold, which I'm so glad that I did, because I can give a proper perspective on it. But for somebody who's in a violent situation, you would not want to go back into that house at all. And for a celebrity, obviously being a celebrity comes with, you know, the do's and don'ts with social media and situations that you put yourself in, and this whole thing has been handled absolutely wrong.
Do you think that Celebrity Big Brother could have done something differently?
Yeah, I am really glad that the thing was caught on camera and that Ryan has not been, obviously, like, you know, persecuted for something that he hasn't done, so that, you know, that was a great thing that it was actually on camera. I think the £75,000 should be given to a women's charity to sort of, you know, help with a situation that they've sort of created, a little bit of damage control.
It's a good point, actually, because no one's really talked about it.
No.
The fact that she walked out, she lost the 75,000,
Yeah,
but there's been no talk about where it might go
no,
instead.
but, you know, that would have gone to Roxy, so where's the money going? Do a bit of damage control and give it to a, you know, Women's Aid, or, you know, so a charity that's going to make some use of it and help sort of clean up this fallout.
We spoke to the former chief prosecutor, Nazir Afzal, earlier on, and he said, you know, he doesn't normally watch TV programmes like this, but felt compelled to speak because he kind of felt that women who have been in this situation, like yourself, might feel that they might not be believed and it might prevent them from coming forward. Do you think there's truth in that?
It's absolutely, and I cringed when the whole situation happened, because now people are going to look at that situation and go, oh my God, if I report it to the police and nothing happens of it, am I going to get the backlash that Roxy's got? I watched the interview last night. Right at the very end, she said, I'm sorry. There was no mention of, you know, I'm sorry to victims that I may have made more difficult for. There's been no mention about people that she is going to impact on now. And people are going to feel like maybe I shouldn't report it, because are people now going to say, oh, well, you know, it's the boy who cried wolf? And women are going to be frightened to report incidents now because of this, and because they're going to think that people are not going to believe. So, you know,
I suppose some people, on the other hand, might say, do you know what, she said that she's been a victim of domestic violence in the past, and that's why that play fighting sort of opened up a wound, if you like, and she's apologised. Is that enough?
I don't buy that. I don't buy that. As a victim of domestic violence, the one thing when you're in a relationship is, how can I get out of this? And it can take years. Like in my situation, it took me a full 1.5 years to work out a plan to escape. She was in a situation. You were so scared? Yeah. She was in a situation that she could say, Big Brother, I need to get out of this house now. And I think Sally hit the nail right on the head when she said, people have seen what's gone on. And then she only left the Big Brother house because Sally had then said, you know, if it was other people, they'd leave. So, you know, I'm sure other victims will be looking at this situation and can absolutely see that everything that she is doing is absolute rubbish.
Can we try and turn it into anything positive? I mean, we're talking about it. Is that a good thing?
You can turn everything into a positive, but I think what we need to do is, it's been great that people have brought up the fact about false accusations, but we know that that's only... with reports, it's about 1 in 300 of false accusations. What we need to look at now is making sure that women know they can still report things, and they will be heard and they will be helped.
And if anyone was listening now thinking, wow, I am that person that you were for those 2 years, what advice would you give?
You're never ever going to change the person that you were with, and you are the only person that can get yourself out of that situation. And at that time, it feels like there's no way out, and, you know, there is nothing that you can do, but believe me, like, leaving was the best thing that I ever did.
And how are you now?
Well, I left him. I had sport to help me. and a good friend network. So, you know, sport helped me sort of get on, and I mean, it has made me a stronger person, but nobody should have to go through domestic abuse.
Absolutely not. Vicky, thank you so much for coming in, talking to you this morning. Real inspiration, and lovely to chat to you and hear your story. That's Vicky Howard there from Blakely.